I wanted to make this video because I know I'm not the only one that deals with mental illnesses. I know that there are other people out there that could connect with my message. There's always something, but it's you that overcomes that obstacle. It's always you that works through things. You will have a support group, whether it be your four-legged friend, your four-legged family member, your intermediate family. You'll always have people cheering you on, but you are your biggest fan. And treat yourself kindly. And that's the biggest thing that I had to learn for myself, is I knew that people were there for me, but I wasn't there for myself first. So, this is the new baby, and this is kind of the bulk of where I have been the past 2 months, raising this little one. Come here, Nina. So, this is my little family now. So this one is Khaleesi. We call her Khaleesi for short, or Quispy, because she's a crispy loaf that's been in the oven too long. And this is still banana loaf. And it's a girl. They are sisters. Khaleesi right now, she was born February 3rd, 2nd. I'm not really sure, I can't really remember. I know it's like the first bit of February, so she's just under 4 months old. So a lot has been going on. Obviously, we have a new puppy in the family. It's definitely been a handful for sure. There's a lot that's been going on. My primary job is now, for the most part, working from home. So kind of in the corner over there, separate side of this little room, is my computer desk, as well as my so I have like 4 different types of monitors in here. It's been kind of overwhelming the past few months, going on 3 months since March. So March, April, May, June. It's been a lot to kind of transition. I know the person that really loves it, the individual that really loves us being home, would be Banana, the firstborn, because we get to spend a lot of time with her. And that's definitely a benefit of being part of a dog's life. Like, you want to be there all the time. And I think working from home has its benefits. As a pet owner, I don't feel as bad of leaving because I'm always home now. For the most part, I am here 24/7. In regards to my other job, I still have to go in, but it's not as often. It's usually maybe like once a week, roughly, maybe once every week and a half. It just depends on the need as well as whenever I am scheduled. It's definitely been difficult, a difficult transition. It was fine in the beginning with the whole working from home situation. I feel like it's definitely been it's kind of been like a roller coaster. Like, for sure has been a roller coaster. A roller coaster, because like I feel like at work I was always just like, okay, I'm at work, what's gonna be the next step? Are we gonna be working from home? So this is about beginning of March, where I was basically like, okay, I'm kind of still in office, and then you hear the news, my work email was blasting, just like of all the parameters of not really the parameters, like the precautions that we're taking, but then on the news you see, oh, you need to be starting working from home. And slowly, beginning of March became maybe the 3rd week in March, and I was still in office. And it was very overwhelming. I definitely had to go home one day early because I just was sitting at my desk, like, still trying to take calls. And I'm just like, I can't move because I am so overwhelmed with everything that's happening. I can't focus on my customers. But eventually, I think it was maybe come towards the end. I know it was a Friday. I'm not really sure what the day, where we finally were able to go home. Like, my department seemed like it was the last department to leave out of my building. It was a whole ordeal, but I'm thankful I still have a job. I'm still thankful that I still have both my jobs that provide me income. excluding like my side hustles, I'm still very thankful that I am able to work from home and still provide not only for my family but for other people too, like that call in and need my assistance. And since then, my commute is definitely nice. It was like the first few weeks were really nice, but then it definitely started slowing down. Like things started calming down. My work, my primary job, ended up like extending it to like May 15th to still work from home, and then eventually it became May 31st. And to this point, we are pretty much under the impression that it's going to be extended again. In the state of Illinois, we are still under a stay-at-home order too. So the only time that I actually ever go out is the few times that I really want a McDonald's sweet tea, and of course grocery shopping at either Walmart, because it's right there. I'm not going out of my way to go to like my favorite meat shop. So it's definitely been a mental game. I think April was definitely difficult because I remember calling off a few times, and that's not normal for me. I'm very much a workhorse. I devote myself mentally. I'm all in to my job, and for me to call off, I knew something was just off. Of course, I had difficulty getting up in the mornings, and my philosophy has always been you should keep work and home separate. It's kind of frustrating because whenever I used to leave work, I left it at work, and whenever I came home, it was home. I was free to be me and just be creative. And the whole working from home situation has definitely played a lot of mind games with me mentally. This room is basically my office for everything. Prior to us working from home, this was my creative space, and I feel like the reason why I haven't been posting much is because I feel like I can't be as creative in this space because this is also where I work. And like it has taken me so long to get to the point where I was consistently posting videos and just being myself, somebody that I wanted to be, somebody that's me, obviously. I've always wanted to get to this point where I'm expressing myself, and I felt like I got to that point, but now I feel like I kind of backslid because I feel trapped in my, it's just, of course it's all mental, I know it is, but I definitely feel a little trapped. But I'm making this video today because I've been slowly getting the motivation back. I've been slowly just trying, and I think the whole point of mental illnesses is one of my favorite sayings. It's from a YouTuber that I followed. They're Simon Martina, and Martina has a lot of basically autoimmune diseases, and she does struggle with getting up every day, and just physically sometimes she can't. And she always has this saying, like, it's always a ladder. Your day, how you take life is a ladder. Those little rings on a ladder, or rungs, steps on a ladder. Like, you got out of bed, that's a step. And you made coffee, you brushed your teeth, that's always a ladder, and you're always moving in the right direction. And for me, I feel like I'm always building a ladder throughout my day, but then I just stop because I'm just so exhausted, and it's frustrating because I want to do more. Like, I have all these ambitions and I want to do more, but I feel like I just can't. And I just feel like I have this mental block of not really negativity. I know I can work through it, but it's mentally exhausting to just try to think through it. April was tough for me, but since then I feel like May has been a better month mentally. It's it's still difficult because I'm working through things. I'm working through how to progress in the right direction. With this whole pandemic, it's definitely put things on the back burner for a little bit. I've launched my store, but am I content with it? No, because I don't think it's me. I think I launched it in a hurry. I don't think that the store represents me and what I am trying to move towards. I also think that I not only launched it in a hurry, but I was just trying to get it out there because I set this goal for myself. I got to the point where I'm just like, launch, go, just push, and I did it. And since I've launched it, I haven't really paid much mind to it because I was going through all these things mentally. I launched it, I think, last week in April, and that's when it got really tough for me because mentally I wanted to do more, but then I just shut down. I shut down bad because it got difficult to, one, get up and take care of myself, really. And I think the only reason why I continue to get up is my dogs. My dogs, of course, need attention too. A good thing about having dogs whenever you are suffering, dogs are literally people. They make you feel like there's more to live for, essentially. So we got Khaleesi on April 1st. The reason why I wanted another dog was I think it felt like a right time because I've been always wanting another dog, another loaf, because Nana needs a friend. I know we can't provide her with a lot of the attention, especially working from home. So at least she has another friend to kind of just bounce off of. And Khaleesi is definitely a ball full of energy. A large ball of energy. So aside from working from home, getting another dog, things I have been trying to, I guess, work on and improve. I redeveloped my love for coffee, so I've been definitely becoming my own little barista. More to come on that because I have recipes that I would like to share with you. Not only does it save you money, but it also is very satisfying to just drink something that you have created. And also saving money is pretty great. And that's kind of the whole point of my channel too. I want to find ways to help others save money and better their future. Other things that I have been working on, my financial printables, which have been taking a little bit more time than I like. Basically with my financial printables, I am basically helping you all from square one with getting your finances in order. What is the first step? Is it going to be tracking all your transactions? What do you want out of like your finances? Like, what is your end goal? Are you just going to continuously spend until like you can't work anymore? And that's kind of like the whole premise of my printables in my financial, I guess, well-being package really that I'm working on. Another thing that I've been working on has been the dogs. Whenever we got Khaleesi, it definitely put me in the mindset of we need a home, we need a yard. And with corgis, I have 2 of them. They're full of, if you have never been around a corgi, owned a corgi, they are full of energy, so much energy. And just getting Khaleesi, she of course is still a puppy, she's still full of energy, but whenever we got her, it definitely put in perspective that we need a home, we need a yard, they deserve a yard. And you know what, let me get something. So the reason why I push so hard is I work hard so my dog can have a better life. But we know now that I need to add an S in like white Sharpie because now I have 2 dogs. I push so hard because I set high expectations for myself. The whole thought of me pushing is satisfying. I push so hard because I know I can do it, and I know that I can go all in, and then I know myself well enough to know when it's done, when I know I am okay with it. I'm taking off my glasses because I put on lashes today and I'm really excited about it. Today was a good day because I got up. I actually put on makeup. I know I have nowhere to go except my living room and my kitchen, and say hello to the fridge and my coffee maker. So I got places to be whenever I'm working from home, okay? I was able to get up, feel okay mentally, to put together my filming setup to the point where I'm pretty satisfied with it. It makes me feel like I can help more people by showing my vulnerability, because I know I'm not the only one that suffers from mental illnesses. I know that there are other people that can connect with my message. You are not alone. And it did take me quite some time, especially through undergrad. It was difficult. It was difficult to be honest with myself. And it did take some learning and kind of trying to understand who I am as a person to kind of be in tune with my mental self. Biggest takeaway has been be kind to yourself. There will be times when it is tough, but you have to keep pushing, because in the end it's worth it. You have a support. Whether you think it is bleak, whether you think it's so narrow, you do have people that care for you, whether it be your intermediate family, your coworkers, your dogs. You have people, you have animals that love to see you. You have to know that you have to keep pushing, because there's always another sunrise. This may be a bad day, but it's not a bad life. There will be obstacles within your life, and that's okay. Will those obstacles be bitches? Yes, but you will overcome them and grow from them. And it's taken me a little bit to kind of get to this point in my mental journey to understand that I'm aware that some days aren't gonna be okay, but you know, I can't baby myself, and not other people are gonna baby me either. They will check up on me for sure, especially when they know I've been MIA for more than 48 hours. When they know that I'm not myself, you definitely have to be appreciative of those friendships, and I'm definitely appreciative of them. So other than my like mental mess with this whole thing happening in the world right now, I do plan on coming back to YouTube full force. If you see the curtains moving in the background, that is Lisa. Come here. So other than things that have been happening in the world, I do plan on coming back to YouTube. That's always been the plan, to come back to YouTube whenever I was done working on myself and figuring myself out, and just being kind to myself. Videos that I do have planned, I want to give you guys an update on my 10K saving 10 grand journey by June 30th. Sneak peek, it is doing well, and kind of like where I see myself going from there, and probably branching off. Kind of side notes, like what has been working, what hasn't been working for me. That way you can probably implement it in your kind of day-to-day as well. Another ideas that I have planned is also my coffee recipes to save you guys money on coffee. Definitely brewing your own coffee is very gratifying. I definitely take pride in it. I've been brewing coffee for quite some time now. I'm not a professional, I'm not a true barista, but it's definitely something that I enjoy. Love sharing my like recipes on Snapchat. That's kind of like my go-to. Another video that I have planned, probably an update just of the dogs, how they're doing, how they're acclimating, how they're kind of being sibling. I just definitely needed to get this video out just to say that it's okay to take a step back. It really is okay. As long as you take care of yourself, everything else is gonna be okay. I think that's gonna be all for today's video. I just wanted to sit down and kind of give an update on life. Update on Mini Loaf. She's definitely big. From my home to yours, I really hope you have a good rest of the week, the start of the week. If you have stayed here through this whole video, I thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to, you know, listen to what I have to say. I do believe that this is an important message about mental health and vulnerability, to just be honest with yourself and think of course where you're at, but where you're planning on going. Always have that positive frame of mind. And I know sometimes it's very difficult, but it's part of the journey for sure. But again, thank you for being here, and know that people do care about you. From my home to yours, thank you for watching.